Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for part 6 of the Dark Alliance playthrough. Guys, listen, I really appreciate all the love and support on all the videos recently. It's a lot more than I was expecting when it came to a single player title after playing a lot of multiplayer games on my live streams and video content in general here on YouTube. I really appreciate everything, all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so if you enjoyed this type of stuff, because I have a lot more of this coming. And of course, make sure you leave a like on the video and let me know what you think of the game overall in the comments. Our last video ended during Act 2. We took out the 3 bosses in the second stage of the Goblin Shard here. So now we're on to the Goblin Tower.
We had sealed Hamburg within his canyon, but left unchecked, he would eventually break free. If that happened, all of 10 towns would suffer raids from his goblin horde. And so now was the time to assault his throne room. Once Hamburg was defeated, we would tear down his tower and restore dignity to at least this part of the Dwarven Valley.
All right, let's get to it, shall we? Gonna leave it on hero. It's not exactly the easiest, but it's not the most difficult either. I feel like as a solo player, it's like the perfect difficulty to keep gear scaling up, but also not just kind of walk through it without much effort. I am curious what the other classes do play like, so I think I might try some of them soon. Specifically, I want to try out the, I can't remember her name, but she has the bow. I want to try her out. I saw some gameplay, and it looked like she was doing mostly melee as a solo anyway. I think it's kind of hard to keep range all the time with a lot of things going on.
Does have the shard, so I can smash them both.
Okay. So now we're off. Hopefully we don't have to worry about collecting any more dwarven mugs, specifically, because I'm afraid I'm going to forget one at this point. Or not forget one, but won't be able to find one.
Time to add to my count.
Oh, good. That actually poisoned him. Nice. I'm happy that I know this is a thing that's happened more and more in games as of late, but when I was growing up, I played a lot of games where environmental things like that just didn't have much of a drastic effect on enemies. And it kind of made me sad because I always thought, like, man, imagine what could happen. What kind of fun things you could do if environmental things affected enemies more. It's very commonplace things now, but anyone that's around my age can attest. That type of stuff was not common in older action games and action RPGs. What dwarf heads? I don't see any dwarf heads. Whatever. What is happening? What's that noise? Oh, mines. All right, it wants us to go the other way, so you guys know the rules. We go this way to start out. So Act 3 of the first stage was actually rather short. I'm curious what this one will be like. I feel like they end off the acts kind of quickly. The third act specifically, because there's like a larger boss. Specifically Hamburg in this one, I guess. Oh, get out of there. That was bad. Goblin complaining about the stink of dwarf. Imagine.
Creature.
All right, take out this guy since he's isolated. Ow. Pain. Hey, that knockback actually made sense. I like that. There we go. Nice. Okay, too far of a leap. I guess I need to start doing more basic attacks because I do this combo and I notice my max stamina just keeps going down. I think I saw, though, if I hold the right trigger and do this, like, knock-up ability, it might give me some stamina back. Not that one. The one that I send them flying with is the one I was talking about. But that works, too. I took way too much damage there. Okay, we'll take the relief. Doesn't look like anything else is over here. Noticing we have no optional stuff right now. I need to get over here and press a button before it disappears. Come on. Perfect. I can't remember if there was like an optional thing to do on the third act of the first area or not. Let me get that. I can hear chanting.
Whoever hear that voice, the shard calling, I can hear it. You better not let the Emperor know. Get the Barbarian!
No, don't get the Barbarian. All right, let's do this. Not that one. I did it again. Wrong button. Of course he's gonna throw up on me. That should kill the Verbeeg. No, not quite. Close. All right, that Verbeeg needs to go. He's annoying. Come here. There you go. There you go. It's for you. Ow. Yeah, so when I hit that, it does increase my max stamina again. I guess I'll have to keep that in mind when my max stamina is low to a point where I need to increase it again. I'd imagine I have to connect with an enemy to actually get that max increase again, but that's okay. We're gonna not do this. I only have one potion left. Hopefully we don't increase the boss in the next minute or so. So I've been doing a little bit of thinking in my downtime about this game. And you know, I'm really rather torn on it. On one hand, I do enjoy it because it's not very serious. It's kind of mindless. Just you're in one room, you kill the enemies, you go to the next room, you kill the enemies, rinse and repeat. As a solo player, I can definitely see the repetitiveness. It's something that does get a little bit tedious over time. And I am thankful that it doesn't seem like it's so long that it's exhausting that right now. But I think a lot of that is because I'm choosing to play on a not very hard difficulty. I think that does help quite a bit. Overall, the move sets are okay. I'm choosing to basically repeat the same like 2 or 3 different combos because they're so effective. I'd imagine on a higher difficulty, there's more stamina drain on this type of thing, more penalties for this type of thing, you know? I'd imagine that's definitely got to be a pretty big impact. But I think this game would shine the most in the instance where you're playing with a group of friends and you and your friends are just kind of looking to have some casual fun, hang out, play some random game together. That doesn't always constitute the same thing. Like, a lot of people get their friends together to play like Warzone or Apex and stuff like that. This is something a little bit more on the casual side. You can just kind of go bash some goblins in the face with warhammers and shoot them with arrows and stuff like that, you know? So it's like, it definitely has some raw value to be had in that, because I'm of the type where I don't think every game needs to be the best game I've ever played in my life. The way I see it is if every game had to prove to be the best thing you've ever seen in your life, then I think we would be really bored of gaming in general. We wouldn't have that variety in outcomes, right? Does that make sense? I don't know. This is just how I think about things. It wants us to go up there, so we're going to drop down here. And so this is the type of game that growing up, I would definitely play with friends. Like, this is like, think about like Gauntlet Dark Legacy or, I don't know, Streets of Rage, stuff like that. They're really fun like co-op games where you just go around beating things up, getting through it, finding loot, beating things up with that new loot, rinse, repeat. I think there's a lot of value to be had in that. But as a solo game, I'm not saying that I'm bored already, because I've only put like, I don't know, 5 hours into the game. It's a good time, but the value in this game really shines by playing with a group of friends that you're just looking to have a good time with. You know, if you're of age, have a couple drinks, tell jokes, beat up goblins and stuff, you know, you can go from there. Those are my overall thoughts. I'm sure by the time I'm done with this, I think I'm going to want to do like a small review video. I'll call it like Josh's thoughts on Dark Alliance or something. And we'll go into further detail on what I mean there. Sounds like things are heating up over here. Yep, that looks like a boss room. So I don't exactly have all of my stamina, about halfway. I do have 3 health pots. My ultimate is charged though, so I think we just kind of send it in there. Though I do feel like there's going to be something on the left. Epic crystals. Is that a tome in there? I think I see a tome, or a tablet rather. Okay, let's do this thing.
Witness the power and greatness of Emperor Hamburg!
Okay, so judging by the looks of things, he is shielded. Let's figure this out.
Barbarian's gonna stink up my tower.
Oops, not what I wanted to do. Did that do anything for me? Not at all. Nope, get out of that. I didn't know if it was gonna poison me or not. Got a little nervous. Ow. How do we... I mean, I guess we take out Gorn the Disheveled first and foremost. as you're getting stabbed in the back. Okay, I guess that was like a hidden side objective. Eliminate cruelty. Okay, killing these mini bosses is actually taking out these things, so I got you now. Cruelty the Putrid. Not what I wanted to do. I'm pressing too hard on my analog sticks. That was easy. I really wanted to save my ult for the actual boss, but mistakes. Good news is we have a bunch of stamina again. I better top off my health before we get into this. Emperor Hamburg. Pain. Holy. My man hurts. Well, I've got a bunch of curse resistance, so that's cool. See, I wish that you could play as a spellcaster of some sort as well. I'm a big fan of that in video games in general myself. What the heck? Am I gonna have a window to attack at all, ever? This guy just spams abilities. Spells. See, this is where the archer would be great. Yeah, if I get close, I just get wrecked. What do I do here? Yeah, dude. Those hitboxes are generous, too. Wow. Okay. Oh, he's tired. He's tired. My moment. Yep. I did a lot of damage there, though. That was solid. He's on fire as well. This might do him in. This might do him in. Nice. Very nice. Basically just had to wait for him to stop spamming his abilities. He just tired himself out, and then I just jumped on him. Well, I'm glad that we saw that to a resolution instead of having to fight him again there. That worked out very well at the end of the day. Will we level up from this? Also, what are we getting in the name of loot? I didn't really see anything aside from, I think, one helmet, so that's a thing as well. Nice, a level up. Perfect. Perfect. Level 7. That means we get some new abilities as well. Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, it seems like Act 3 is pretty short in the grand scheme of things. Okay, we did get a bunch of loot. couple new weapons involved here too. Let's go check it out. Right on. Caddy Bree, that's her name. The archer. She's a fighter that uses a bow, not a ranger. All right, let's check these items. Okay, that's a new look. Blacksmith's Apprentice Warhammer. And Corsair's Panache Warhammer. Lame.
Wonder what's going on in the Underdark.
Well, I think lame anyway. They don't seem to be very strong. I do wonder if it's a matter of I need to up the difficulty to actually get a better attack and defense thing going on. But, I mean, this Warhammer does me very well. It's got 126 attack and then a 7% armor penetration on top of it. It's pretty solid. Though I would say that I would like this a lot more if I could level it up a little bit more. If I can find another Tempest Warhammer that has some type of elemental thing going on, that would be mighty cool. It's like Keg on a stick. Look at that. All right. Let's see. Is this better? It is 1 armor better. But then we'll lose our 30% necrotic resistance bonus and our 15% maximum hit point bonus. I don't think that's worth it. And these, that's cool, but big loss. I guess we just keep rolling with what we've got. All right, let's see. What do we got for moves here? A Footstep of Tempest. Right bumper while walking backward. Plant the Warhammer into the ground to create a double shockwave. Has 40% chance to inflict slow on the first hit and deals 25% chip damage. AoE is always good. And then we have Shockwave. Deals damage to all monsters within range, knocking them down, inflicting slowed. That might be a move. Like we have to put that in the slot of our other ability that we have. And then this Heavy Launcher. Right trigger while holding backward during grind launcher. Pivot in a partially invulnerable sweeping dash and strike in a powerful ascending motion. Replenishes a small portion of slow recoverable stamina. Interesting. How much money do we have? We almost 30k. Yeah, we can get some stuff here. What's this? Shovel back, right trigger while walking backward. Reach out forward with the hilt of the Warhammer to launch the monster in the air, landing behind you. 50% chance to inflict weakened when connecting first hit, and 40% chance to inflict corrupted on second hit when connecting. I mean, why not? We'll get this as well. And then what's this? Endurance of the Elk grants powerful strikes to Wulfgar and frenzy to himself and all nearby allies. Okay, so that's another ability. Let's get Footstep of Tempest. Backstep spinner, tap backward and right bumper. Strike with a sweeping motion of the hammer that shortly stuns the monster. Slightly fills ultimate. Okay. We'll take it. And then that we can't get till level 15. We'll unlock this just to unlock it. We're down to 1,500. It's a good thing we've been saving all of our money, huh? We got to get level 10 for these. But I do have a feat point, so we may as well spend it. If not there, then somewhere else. Let's go with another usable. Huge. Huge. Then I suppose we should go do something about our strength as well. 19 strength. I mean, it's not a barbarian unless you're going all in on hitting hard, right?
I'm waiting here, you know?
All right, we don't have anything to do here. Well, I mean...
What you need.
Let's go ahead. Oh, I don't have money to upgrade. I could sell things, but that's okay. But all right, guys, now that we finished up Act 3 of the Goblin Valley, we're going to go ahead and call it quits here. Now listen, this one was shorter than all the other ones, but hey, I appreciate you sticking with me anyway. Thank you so much for hanging out, watching the video. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. That way you can catch more of these videos in the future. Also, make sure you leave a like on the video, and hey, what do you think of the game? We talked about this a little bit earlier, gave a little bit of my thoughts. What do you guys think? Am I wrong in this? Well, how do you feel about it? I'm very curious if I'm alone in this or if it's something that has any bit of substance to it. Once again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.